I think it's probably the hugest and heaviest box I've ever received. Right, I'm gonna get in somewhere with it. Oh, I can't lift it. So firstly, this is what it comes in, and how slick does this look? I'm very impressed by this case. Man. Hey guys, it has been so long since I last sat and spoke to you like this. It has been a weird year, let's just say that. You might have seen that we won the NYX Doll Search this year. If anyone doesn't know what the Doll Search is, it's basically what NYX have done this year instead of the Face Awards. If you've followed me for a while, or if you're in the makeup community, you've probably heard of the Face Awards and you know what it is. I've been having to go for a number of years, 4 years I think it was since I first entered. And last year I made the top 5, which, to be honest, I had told myself once I make the top 5, that's it, I'm happy, I'm not going to enter again. Then they announced the Doll Search, and it was like a haunted dollhouse theme. I thought, how can I not enter, because it is right up my street. And the reason why I did was probably, I guess, for a little bit of closure. I wasn't really too happy with my look that I ended up doing for the top 5 last year. So I thought, right, let's do this one last time. But what made it more important and meaningful to me was that it was a public vote that won it. Now, I have been on social media painting myself probably since the days that Instagram first started. However, I've never gained a huge following doing it. And I was up against not only some insanely talented people, but people who have huge followings. So to have won by a public vote really just blows my mind completely. And that's why I say we won it, because it feels like a team effort. Honestly, I'm so grateful, and that means more to me than anything that's here, any prizes. The fact that it was a public vote, that's just insane. So thank you so much. And because of that, I am going to do a little bit of something back for you guys, so stay tuned, watch this till the end, and yeah, I want to do something a little bit for you, so stay tuned. So as you can see, this case alone is amazing, and the case is probably my favourite thing. Lots of room there to put loads of products and keep everything organised. There's Velcro on the top of the lid here, which also has these pockets to fill up and put on, which anything which is Velcro but also kept in a pouch is just perfect for when you're travelling around with kits. In these, we have a selection of makeup brushes. These are all the brushes. We have a lovely selection. We have the standard highlight and contour powder palette, which is a bit of a nice kit staple. There's lots of nice tones in there. Also got the Born to Glow highlighting palette, which these are really nice, slightly glittery highlighters. We have the Ash palette here, which has a nice selection of metallics and mattes. Then we have the Warm Neutrals palette, which pretty much does what it says on the tin there. And then we have one of the multi-finish shadow palettes, which is in a warm rust tone, which these are really, really nice colours. You have a matte shade up the top, then you have a bit of a more of a shimmery metallic shade, and then you have an almost foil-like shade at the bottom, all in the same kind of monochromatic tones on each row, but giving you those nice variations. Then we have the big palettes that they have sent through here, which have got a ton of shades in, and these are really, really nice pigments. The Swear By It palette, I'll start with this one because I have used this one before. Everything is really pigmented, really nice formula. You've got a nice mixture of mattes and shimmers. Some are slightly more glittery as well, but it gives you a really nice colour range in there. The black in here is really good too. And then we've got another couple which I haven't used before but are intriguing. So the first one is Escape Artist, which again is a really nice colour selection there. There's a lot of metallics in here. These kind of metallic-y orange and pinky orange or coral kind of colours, and the golds look particularly lush. And then this one is Such a Know-It-All palette volume 1. As you can see, it has blush tones in it as well. Again, a really nice selection of matte versus shimmer. So across the three, you can kind of see you've kind of got every colour under the sun covered, which is great. They're really handy to take around with you as well, because they have got so many shadows packed into one kind of nice, easy to carry palette. Here we have a couple of new ones which I've not heard of before, which are the Matchy palettes. Matchy, or is it Matchy Matchy? I think the idea is that these palettes give you tones that all match each other. Have another favourite of mine, which are the Glitter Goals palettes. Really easy to apply and mess-free, well, as relatively mess-free as glitter can get. And then we have a couple of the Foil Play palettes. I haven't used them that much, but I have kind of swatched them before and they do seem really lush. So that's all the palettes. Now to tackle all of this, which is predominantly base related. We're starting off with some finishing sprays. We've got the classic matte finishing spray and the dewy finish. These are both wonderful and I use them a lot on a daily basis. For the California Dreaming bronzers, we've got the OC and the golden one. Next we have a selection of the Can't Stop Won't Stop powder foundations. I've not tried these before, so there's a couple of really nice pale tones in there, might match my go-to skin tone. We have a matte bronzer in medium. We have pretty much the entire range of the Bear With Me tinted skin veils, another product that I have never tried, so I'm excited to try them. We have some of the Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powders, as well as what looks like pretty much the entire range of the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealers. There's so many, I can't even hold them all. We have again what looks like an entire range of concealers, and these are the Born to Glow range of concealers. Radiant concealers apparently. We have the High Glass finishing powder in medium. I'm gonna have to kind of bring you closer and show you this because it will take forever otherwise. We have foundations upon foundations upon foundations. So here at the back we have what looks like a whole range of the Born to Glow foundation. We have the Total Control Drops range. We have layers of the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. There are literally so many shades in this range, it is quite unreal. If I move these out of the way, you can see even under there there's more. With my knowledge on these foundations here, the Can't Stop Won't Stop, I've tried these are a full coverage foundation. Total Control drop foundations, these feel really lightweight on the skin, but they're also really buildable, so you can build them up to a much more fuller coverage if you wish, but they just feel almost quite silky on your skin. They are really, really nice. And then I've not tried the Born to Glow foundation, but like I said before, it says naturally radiant, so we'll see how that comes out. We had a few of the Vivid cream colours. These are really lush, really pigmented, really strong, durable cream colours, and readjust you. And now I'm going to tackle some of these drawers and pouches underneath here. Bonus is that they have Velcro on the back of here, which means you can add it up here to the Velcro strips, but also there's Velcro strips either side of the case. So if you're working and you want them to be easy access, or you want to use this shelf or anything else, you can kind of just Velcro them onto the side, which is really handy. Looks at first glance to be the brow pouch. Now I love the NYX brow products, so I'm going to start off with these. We've got two ranges. We have the classic micro brow pencil, which is probably the finest little point that you can get, which is perfect for kind of drawing on individual hairs. You don't have to sharpen these pencils, any of them actually either. They're kind of just twist up. And here you have the Fill and Fluff, which is a thicker pencil, and you have kind of like a small round brush. What I find these are really good for is filling out the shape. I tend to use this one first to kind of get the shape, and I will go in with the micro brow pencil to define it and add the little hair-like strokes so that it just doesn't look like a solid block. We also have probably my favourite, which is the Precision Brow Pencil. Probably like a combination of the two that I've just shown you. It's a broader pencil than the micro brow, but it's still quite precise, so you can still get some individual hair strokes with it. Now we have a couple of the Control Freak brow gels, which are very highly recommended actually. Quite a few people I know love this. Also have some tinted brow mascaras and a brow pomade. Now on to pouch number 2, which seems to be at first glance a lip pouch. Up here we have a selection of the Powder Puff Lippy, which is apparently a powder lip cream. A nice selection of the Suede Matte lip liners here. A couple of the Filler Instinct plumping lip polishes. We've got more of a goldy bronze tone and then more of a rose tone, which almost looks like the same colour as my hair, so I'm probably going to use that very soon. We've got some of the Suede Matte lipsticks, which I love the packaging, it's really cute. I've used these before, they're a gorgeous formula. And then all of these here are the Shout Loud satin lipsticks. And now pouch number 3, which is the big one. So in here, firstly, we've got another high glass product, but this is the illuminating powder. We've got a couple of the Off Tropic eyeshadow palettes, which again, these were really gorgeous formula. The colours are really, really bright and pigmented. We've got a few individually boxed Sweet Cheeks blushes, which I've only ever used these in the old Sweet Cheeks palette that they do. I didn't even know they did them individually. I'm very drawn to these kind of more pinky tones and coral tones. We have the HD Studio finishing powder. We have these, which I think are new and part of their kind of Christmas Diamonds collection. They are a shadow jelly. We've got these, which are the Off Tropic Pro Liner. I think I remember swatching them in one of the NYX stores. They were really nice and bright and creamy and highly pigmented and perfect, so I'm glad to have some of those. Then we have a ton more lip products again. We have these, which are the Lip Lingerie Push-Up Edition. So the idea with the Lip Lingerie is it's lots of nudes and neutral tones, which are just gorgeous and lush, and these are a little bit more of a lipsticky formula as opposed to the liquid kind of lips. These are the Slip Tease lip lacquers. So I'm presuming if it's a lip lacquer, it's going to be like quite a high shine gloss. Some really nice colours. I like this kind of dusky pink colour. This is called Rosy Outlook. You can tell I go for a lot of the rosy tones. And there's one I missed in the more of a purpley tone. This one is called Negotiator. We have a selection of the classic liquid suede matte lipsticks. I think actually this one here, this red, is called Kitten Heels, and I think this was probably the very first NYX product that I ever bought, and I was so impressed with the formula and how well it stayed on, and it was really nice to find a nice bright intense red lipstick that actually didn't keep rubbing off. So I was very impressed with that. I'm glad to have another one, and love these. I have some of the soft matte lip creams, and I think some of these are metallic-y ones as well, which are really, really lush. Again, a really nice formula like the liquid suede, but whereas that formula can be a little bit dry for some people, for me it was fine, but I know some people have said it's a little bit dry. These, the soft matte lip creams, feel quite nourishing on your lips. They don't feel like they ever dry out. They stay quite creamy on your lips, but still stay put. A few lipsticks again. These are the matte lipstick. Here we have a few of the Candy Stick. These are called glowy lip colours. I think I have tried the red one before. I think it was in one of the advent calendars in a previous year. I think it does have a bit of a shine to it. Great for Christmas presents as well, because it is very Christmassy and festive, the packaging. Another selection of lip liners in some really luscious colours. These aren't the suede lip liners. These are actually, I need to read this out to you. These are actually titled the Slide On, Glide On, Stay On and Definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Colour Lip Liner. So that's quite a statement, NYX. So I've tried the Slide On, Glide On eyeliners before, and they were really nice, creamy, really smooth and easy to apply. And I didn't even know they did a lip liner like it, but with a title like that. Just in the bottom of this pouch, we have a selection of pigments and glitters. What we do have as well to go with those is the pigment primer and the glitter primer. That is the specific primers from NYX, which just help them apply and stay on much easier. So the drawers that are at the bottom of this, like I said, you've got 4 drawers that fit into the bottom of the case. They're quite decent size. This box here seems to be a liner drawer. A couple of the On The Rise mascara, another one that I've not tried yet. Also have a couple of the Worth the Hype mascara, which is absolutely amazing. I love it. I always use it. I don't really buy any other mascara. I always buy this one, so it's good to have a bit of a replenish of those. One thing I didn't know is we also have this one, which is Worth the Hype, but it's a blue mascara. The NYX eyeshadow base, which is the white, which I've used a lot in all of my previous Face Awards looks. I swear I use this as well. It gives you a really nice base so that when you put your eyeshadows over the top, not only one are they going to kind of stick to your eyelids a lot better, but also because you're putting them on the top of a white base, it's going to really just intensify the colours even more and just ensure that you get the brightest pigment possible. So now on to the liquid liner. Big fan of a liquid liner, as you can probably tell, and I've worn my eye makeup like this since I was like 15, so a long time basically. Starting off with the Epic Wear liquid liner. I've tried this, I've only tried it in the black before. I didn't realise it came in so many amazing colours. So here we have a few vinyl liquid liners. Now the vinyl ones, they almost give, how to describe this, vinyl, a vinyl finish. So it's almost a bit plasticky. That sounds bad, but it's not. It's good. So almost like a bit of a shiny, plasticky finish, which is really unique. Then we've got just the general matte liquid liner, and we've got a black and a white. And then we come on to my ultimate favourite eyeliner ever in existence. Like I said, I've been wearing liquid liner since I was 15. I'm 32 now. So 17 years of wearing cat eyeliner. This is my favourite. This is my favourite liner I have ever used, and I want a lifetime supply of it. Honestly, the Epic ink liner is the one. It's almost like a felt tip pen, but when I've tried felt tip pen liners in the past, they were pants. Never got on well with them, and I found that they would dry out really quick, and they would also lose their sharpness in the brush. That doesn't happen with this. You will always get a really sharp point on it from the day you start using it to the day it runs out. They also last so much longer than any kind of felt tip liner that I've ever used. Probably use these until the day they stop making them as my main go-to eyeliner. I didn't know that the Epic ink liner came in different colours, and apparently it comes in brown as well. I didn't know that. I'm wondering if it comes in other colours too, but we've just got the brown here today. So drawer number 2, and I think we're on the primer drawer. Starting with the Can't Stop Won't Stop matte primer. It's the Honey Dew Me Up primer. I've seen so many people rave about this actually. It looks like it'd be horrible feeling and sticky, but everyone says it's lush, so I really want to try that. It's probably going to be the first product I try. A couple of the High Glass face primers, and by these metallic beams that are on it, I'm presuming they're going to be like an illuminating primer. You've got the Total Control Drops primer, the Away We Glow liquid booster. Again, a bit of an illuminating product, so I'm presuming you could use it underneath foundation, or you could mix it with your foundation. The Shine Killer primer, and it does what it says on the tin really. It's a mattifying one that kills shine. Now we have a couple of here which are ones that I've actually wanted to try and I haven't, so I'm glad for these. They are the Bear With Me range. We have the Hydrating Jelly Primer, and then here we have the Radiant Perfecting Primer. They look very luxurious. They're infused with natural products. They're all about hydrating and moisturising your skin as they prime, so they look like a really nice collection. But also in this box we have some of the classic jumbo eye pencils. I've only ever had the black and the white before, but there's some really nice metallic ones as well. Like you can see that blue is gorgeous. Okay, so I'm kind of just splicing this in because I have got ready for bed and I've just realised I missed out a drawer. And I definitely need to mention this drawer because for one, it has these in, the SFX cream colours in the palettes. Now we've got 2 lots of the 2 different colour variants of them. Now, I don't know if any of you have tried the SFX cream colours before. They used to do them in the individual big pots, which were great. They've since brought them out in these palettes. Small, it's compact, it's easy to carry around, and they are great products. What else do we have in here? We have a Bit Jelly. This is a gel illuminator. We have another one of these gel illuminators. We have these, a couple more of the Away We Glow liquid boosters. Another matte bronzer. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot to film this earlier. There's just that much stuff. And now, last but not least, drawer number 4. So again, it looks like we have even more lip products in this. I'm going to start with these, which are the This Is Everything lip oil. I am also a huge fan of the This Is Everything lip oil. I've always suffered with really dry lips my entire life, and this really sorted them out. However, usually it comes in pink packaging. We've got some blue and purple packaging here. I don't know if these are slightly tinted then. This one is Sheer Sky Blue and Sheer Lavender, so I'm presuming they're the lip oils with a slight tint on, which is quite nice and intriguing. We have more of the gorgeous soft matte lip creams in lots of lovely colours. A couple more powder puff lippies. Have all of these in the butter gloss, and they smell delicious. I haven't worn one of these in a very long time, but that's literally the first thing that I think of. And last of all, we've got a couple of the Wonder Sticks. We've got a deep and a deep rich. So yeah, I'm currently sat in a sea of makeup. I'm so grateful to NYX for everything over the last few years. I'm so grateful for the public vote, and something that I want to do with this is that I want to do a giveaway. I'm going to give back to you guys that voted for me, that helped me win this. Like I said, winning by a public vote means more than any of this, any of the material stuff. And I want to kind of send a little bit out to as many people as possible. Also, I can't spend a fortune in postage, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to make up 10 Lucky Dip goodie bags. I remember when I was a kid, I loved a good Lucky Dip goodie bag. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spread it across 2 platforms. So I'm going to have 5 winners from YouTube and 5 winners from Instagram. You can enter across both platforms for double the chance to win. Over here on YouTube, I just need you to comment on this video and subscribe, and that will give you a chance to enter. I don't know if you can tag a friend or share, but it would be lovely if you did. Over on Instagram, I will be putting up an individual post specifically for the giveaway. I'm going to close the giveaway on the 1st of January, and I'll announce the winners then, probably over on my Instagram. So make sure you follow me on there too. Thank you to everyone for voting. Honestly, like I said, that means the world. And thank you to NYX again for this incredible package. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to wish you a very Merry Christmas, and let's all just hope that 2021 is a bit better, and hopefully I can give a few little nice gifts and surprises for the new year to hopefully get it off to a good start. Much love to all of you.